This is an energy reading and earth changes reading for the nation of France and its people from the 31st of March for the coming months in relation to the coronavirus. What are the energies present over the past 20 years that have influenced France as a nation as a whole? Root chakra. The frequency of the root chakra, the red flower of life, stimulates passion, supports our sense of security on the physical plane, both in your body and the physical world. The root chakra is relevant for France and its people at this point in time as a flower of life, recognized by many cultures all over the world. This card suggests that over the last 2 decades, France has learned the lesson that all people are equal. As a symbol, the flower of life represents the universe as a whole and the harmony which separates components of the universe working together. This is a beautiful pattern. It's indicated by our understanding of connection with humans and spiritual beings as a whole. The colour red in this card is linked to survival instincts and the ability to ground oneself in the physical world. It's connected to the sense of prosperity with France as a nation, with its commerce engines, its security mechanisms, and the physical health of its people. The root chakra, located at the base of the spine, is the seat of Kundalini, the primal force. The first chakra is believed to be the generator of life. This chakra stimulates passion, excitement, courage, power, strength, persistence, and love. Its sense is smell. What are the present energies at play for the nation of France and its people during this time? Healing. France is going through a healing process, 29 breaking down to a 11, which is a master number. The frequency of healing supports our intrinsic ability to restore our health and wholeness by consciously using the information that comes to us through our senses and harmonizing everything accordingly. As a nation, France is making whole its people and its country. It's restoring health to something that was unbalanced, diseased, or damaged. For France and its people to reach and maintain the state of health at an optimal level of wholeness, it needs to balance all aspects of themselves, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. All these aspects have to work harmoniously together, with clear communication and awareness of all the sensory systems providing inputs. We recognize as humans that our sensory system is providing sights, hearing, smell, taste, touch, and the 5 senses that provide this feedback. In this new energy, we're invited to add to our intuitive perception as a 6, which complements this profound and essential feedback system as well. The green colour in this card indicates connection to growth, fertility, life, and connecting with nature. During this new cycle of growth, there is a continuance of life. The heart opens, opening to truth, love, and compassion. It indicates connection to heart through connecting to the nature and engaging in passion and love and truthful communication. Violet indicates the intuitive abilities when anchored to strong connection to source through the heart. The future energies that come into play with France and its people over the coming month are integration. The French people will be integrating their heart, their crown, their base chakra into their heart chakra. This frequency of integration supports and embraces every aspect of your lives, allowing what you perceive as positive and what you perceive as negative to harmonize in a balanced symphony of life. This card is ruled by 30, which breaks down to a 3, which governs creativity, movement, and travel, or in this case, lack of travel and lack of movement, freedom of movement. The Sri Yantra, sitting in the heart center, is an ancient symbol that means sacred instrument. It is formed by the 9 interlocking triangles from the crown chakra to the base chakra that integrate into the heart chakra. This sacred geometry holds and creates powerful energetic patterns that have been used for thousands of years to meditation and for devotees. It symbolizes the union of the divine masculine and divine feminine, the Shiva energies, the male Shiva energies, and the female Shakti energies. The center point represents the junction between the physical union and the spiritual union of source energy or godlike energy. The dark blue refers to the deep vast universe where everything springs, and the yellows and golds represents the infinite power when you express yourselves on earth in the physical body. Red is affiliated with the first chakra, the physical plane, and prosperity. And the light blue triangles represent balance between the masculine and feminine energies. The swirling circles in the background are representative of other dimensions and star systems that are influencing Earth at this time, particularly Chiron, Jupiter, Neptune, Saturn, and other planets. This journey during this period is dualistic in nature, when one searches for union and completion within and without. Its frequency reminds us that our manifested world can only become proper when every aspect balances in the heart. When we integrate everything that comes to us, we embrace ourselves and everyone and everything around it and find an inner state of equilibrium. The flower essence vibration card that is relevant for the nation of France and its people during this period of time is Olander, caution. This flower essence indicates that the French people must be cautious during this period. This unusual and even dangerous activities that may still bring a positive outcome. Taking calculated risks during this time. Great health breakthroughs and great healing can happen, but so can the end of pain and suffering. Charms, enchantments, and seduction must be cautioned during this period. Physical awareness that assists with matters of the heart, as well as a healthy attitude and respect towards protecting the physical body, is paramount during this period. Protection through rituals, prayers, meditation, and activities that feature deliberate intentions, affirmations, are very important for the French people during this period. Answers to questions will come regarding difficult situations through moments of prayer, introspection, and meditation. The French people are asked to set boundaries during this period and understand both sides of the situation in relation to self-isolating and exercising safe haven in their homes. The challenges during this period with the French people are fear and distrust and recklessness of governing bodies, nastiness and cynicism, anxiety that overshadows and prevents growth or participation, lack of faith and even depression, nervousness, phobias, which may come from reading and consuming too much media and social media that is negative, lack of being wary and lack of being vigilant in relation to self-protection mechanisms, sickness, illness and death that may come as a lack of self-isolation, and physical and emotional oversensitivity, and a need to exercise discretion when going outside one's home environment. Further clarification of issues relevant for the French people in the recent past are recognise divine timing. This is 24 breaking it down to 6. In recent years, the French have been truly what they desired, and that is what they've manifested in their reality. They've received what they've asked for, and they have a need to deepen their efforts on inner preparation. With recognizing divine timing, you have to be aware that it will arrive at exactly the right time when you are truly ready for it to arrive. So if you're asking for a loving relationship or a friendship, you have to become the type of person that you want to connect with. What type of qualities do these people have? Start to work on those qualities yourself. Be open and receptive to this meeting. If you would like to develop your intuitive abilities further, then be more willing to take the time to do the appropriate exercises and meditation and clean eating to finesse your energy and create new powers of perception. If you want to start a family or a new job, greater intimacy or love or communication, or create a healthy inner environment, you are asked to practice these activities on a regular basis. If you're working on business or achieving financial targets, know that it's coming and you need to take action every day to find the success. What a further clarification in relation to issues that the French people as a whole and French nation are facing over the coming months. Relieve anxiety, 26 breaking down to 8. The French people during this period are asked to slow down and connect with their inner selves. Their body is showing them that something is out of alignment. They have been pushing numerous traumatic experiences, and their inner being is being overwhelmed by too much charges and conflicting energies. If they continue pushing and forcing, ignoring all the signs, they'll be heading for an internal breakdown or disease to enter their body. They are asked to trust their inner wisdom to come out and show a different way of living life. French people are asked during this time to slow down, go into nature and truly listen to their bodies. ask themselves, what am I feeling or suppressing? What aspects of their life and anxiety are they trying to eliminate? And what inner and outer changes do they need to make? That include food, consuming too much alcohol, overworking, poor lifestyle changes, poor relationships, and lack of going within and being aware of how your body processes life. The relevant animal totem that guides over and protects the nation of France and its people over the coming months is Puffin, partnership. Accept yourself and your colourful personality. Feel confident about being you. You're a joy bringer. Let your community nourish and protect you. Ask for help. Team up will be given for the best results. So there's a clear message here for the French people to work together and ask for help if it is needed. Puffin embodies the characteristics of colourfulness, group work, loyalty, good parenting, awkwardness, hard working, fun nature, and companionship. Puffins live in extreme cold and seasonal darkness. They mate for life and their love keeps them warm. They have a big attitude and are very expressive beings. They're caring and thoughtful parents. When they leave their young to go to sea, they leave their offspring with relatives for safety. Puffins are clumsy creatures on land but are incredible dancers in the sea. They belong in the water. Their lives are long, loving, and never lonely. Puffin people share these amazing qualities. They are fun, hardworking, loving, full of contrasts, and colourful. They like to dress up and strut their stuff. Puffin people can see the best qualities and beauty in everything and never focus on their follies. With Puffin as your totem during this period, your desire for a lifelong mate will be strong. Partnerships are very important to you during this period. Cooperation to care for your young is a dominant point of focus. Warm companionship is your aim, so remember to nurture your relationships. The flip side of Puffin as your totem animal at this time is, are you waddling around? Regain elegance in a salt bath or relax by the sea. This process of cleansing yourself in salt water has healing properties to the physical, mental, and emotional bodies. Have you lost contact with your home and family? This is a time to reconnect on the telephone or the internet. Are you sensitive about your appearance and not focused on just how fun and beautiful and deserving you are? Avoid self-criticism. Believe in yourself. This is the sound and animal medicine healing for the nations of France and its people from the 26th of March 2020 in relation to shifting all the dark, dirty, disease energies on a physical, mental, astral, and etheric level to remove the coronavirus virus from their systems. Listen to this soundtrack as many times as you please to help shift these old energies and dirty disease energies.